Let me begin by thanking my friend Commissioner Geoffrey for inviting me to join you this Black History Month for this program highlighting the urgent need to make high-speed internet both accessible and affordable for all communities. A recent study from the Joint Center for Political and Economic Studies found that 38% of African Americans in rural Black communities in the South lack access to reliable broadband connections. Another study by Pew Research found that 29% of Black adults across the country lack home broadband access. When families are caught in the digital divide, it makes the other divides in our lives wider. Without reliable broadband connections, households will struggle to benefit from telehealth, modern education, and 21st century employment. For years, I have worked with leaders like Commissioner Starks to confront this issue. I am pleased that through the American Rescue Plan and the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, better known as BIF, we have an historic opportunity to connect unserved and underserved communities that are being left behind in this digital age. BIF has provided funds to transition the emergency broadband benefit to the long-term affordable connectivity program, ensuring that qualifying households can continue to receive support to help pay for internet costs. The bill invests high-speed infrastructure. It prioritizes funds for persistent poverty communities and, for the first time, requires an affordable option to be offered along the newly fueled networks. It also invests $2.7 billion for digital inclusion to facilitate meaningful adoption in all communities. The pieces of legislation we have enacted offer a comprehensive three-pronged approach that invests in high-speed access, affordability, and adoption to close the digital divide. It recognizes that for unserved families and underserved communities, affordability and adoption are just as critical as fiber and labor. Our history informs us that such large-scale investments have all too often shortchanged the communities that are most in need. I look forward to working with all of you to ensure we do not make the same mistake with this historic broadband investment. But we must not limit our concerns to the recipients of broadband services. We must be just as concerned with the providers of broadband services and products. Throughout this month, I have been sharing the untold story of Thomas Edison and Lewis Latimer. Edison could not get his invention, the light bulb, to work properly until he employed Lewis Latimer's invention, the filament. And that is not a critical race theory. That is a critical race fact. Edison was white, Latimer was black. Thank you again for coming together for this important event and for all the work you do to ensure that every household in America has affordable access to high-speed internet.